In today's video, I'm going to be showing you what steps I take to assist with putting music into Planning Center, taking that music once a music set list is put in Planning Center and teams have been developed, and then taking that and importing it into multitracks' program that we utilize called Playback, and then also taking and putting the music, the song set list into ProPresenter and using them for our Sunday and Wednesday or whatever the date may be. I'm just using those as an example, but Sunday and Wednesday services. And how I go through and set them up to where it's ready for all the music that gets done throughout the week and how people get their invites put out and everything else. So I want you to follow along with this. And if you need to take notes, you can. If you need to pause it and go back, feel free. And you can do so as we go through this. Okay, so I'm going to begin by going to the internet. Once the internet's pulled up, I have Planning Center saved here. You can just go, if you don't have that, you can just go to Planning Center. You can look it up on Google. You'll pull up Planning Center's website. I'm going to log in. Once, which mine was already logged in, I'll log out and that way it'll come up and show you. This is what the login screen will look like. In my case, I already have my email and password saved in here. Anybody that goes in here, you have to put your email and password in, and then it will allow you to log into the system. Once you do that, you click on the login. For me, I'm a part of a few different organizations. Um, for most people, this won't be the case. This is just in my specific situation. So I'm going to go to Elevation Church. This is what my home screen looks like. Now, it may not look like that for each individual. This is how I have mine set for me in my specific case. So I'm going to click on the home button over here. In this case, we're using services. So you'll want to click on the services option. And then these are all of our plans that we have saved in here. There's multiple for multiple different things. I always start with the weekend first. To me, it just makes it easier that way because that's where the bulk of all the songs are going to be, the people and all that. And it also, once I get into multi-tracks, and we'll get to this in a minute, if I go and do the weekend first, I already have the songs downloaded. So going and doing Wednesday night, where it's usually the same songs again, it's easier for them to download. And we'll get to that in a little bit. So I'm going to start with the weekend. So go to the weekend services. We'll go to the next weekend we're doing. As you can see on my screen, today is April the 14th. So our next weekend is going to be April 19th. And then this is what it's going to look like when you open it up. It's an order. It's an order of service. You're going to see like all the team positions over here. So usually what I start with is I always start with putting together the order. I'll usually put together first. That way when the invites go out and people see them, they already see the songs on there. So we'll start with the order. To put the order in and add songs, you have to go up here and click on the matrix button. And then once you have the matrix open, it's going to show you a calendar. It always shows the prior week in here as well. So just don't be alarmed if you see that. You'll see the day at the top. It's always going to show you the prior week. And what we're going to do is we're going to get a song. We're going to click on it and hold it and drag it over. You're going to put underneath the welcome and greeting. Essentially, we're going to make it look just like this list here. And then it's going to come up and it's going to ask you to select the song. And in this case, we're going to look at our first song. It is Praise, which all of our songs should be in here. If they're not, I would have added them by now if it's a new song. I'm not going to go through that process of adding a new song. This is just to show you songs we've already done and to pull them in. So we're going to click on the song Praise. Once the song comes up in the description, we're going to put who it's led by. In this case, it's led by Melissa. We're doing the elevation worship one, which is the only option that we have. And the key that it's going to be in is A. We have A or G. We're going to be doing A. And just to make sure that I have all the backing tracks in there, which I see there's 27 attachments in it. So I know that there is, but just to show this, if you want to look and make sure, you click on the song button, click on edit song, It will then bring up the original arrangement and all the different track options that are actually inside those different keys. So I can see here that everything is loaded for this key of A. So just an example. I'm going to go to the back button. This will bring me back into the matrix. And I'm going to repeat the same process. So I'll do the next song, drag it under here. The song will be Break Every Chain. It is not one parallel with another one. And you can see over here, like the last time this was scheduled. So we did this 39 weeks ago. And then this song is going to be led by Kimberly. And it is also the Jesus Culture version. So make sure you note that because there is a Tasha Cobbs version. We're doing the Jesus Culture version. And it is also in the key of A. Same thing if you want to look. I'm not going to do it because I already see the files here, but if you want to look and make sure that all the attachments are here, you would do the same thing I just did a minute ago. Edit song, and it'll show you that. Then we'll go to our next song. This one will be Good Good Father. This song is going to be led by Shelly. It is also in the key of A. I don't believe there's another version. Nope, only the Chris Tomlin one. Same thing again, I see there's 22 files. So there's no reason to go in here. So we can exit this out. We'll add another one. And this is Gratitude. There are a couple of different versions of Gratitude. The one that we have loaded is the shorter one, which is the 5 minutes and 33-second one. There is one that's like 8 or 9 minutes long. It's much lengthier. This one is going to be led by Lacey, and it is in the key of D, which is already selected here. And it looks like there's multiple options for keys here, but we're doing it in the key of D. Same thing, the files are already here, so we're going to exit. I'm also going to show you there in the notes, there were 2 songs that we want to practice that are coming up. They are actually already in the week before. So all I have to do is just take the song from the week before, grab it, and pull it over. It'll duplicate it. And the same thing here. So you'll see here where it says upcoming songs to learn, which is already factored in the way that the plan is set, the way that the format is. So I'm just pulling it over, duplicating it, and then it's already in there. So I don't have to go in there and like pull the song back up again and try to type it in and do all that. I can just duplicate it. It's no specific person that's leading it, even though we know that. It's just to practice. So so that is it. That's how you put the songs in. So then we're going to go back because now we have to set teams. Who's going to serve? So we're going to click on the Teams tab. So when I hit back, it brings me back to this regular screen, which is we came into earlier. Now you can see all my songs are in here. The songs to learn are in here. Everything is set now. So we want to go to Teams, and we're going to assign people. In this case, Larry is running sound. I have to look for the ProPresenter one because I don't schedule that. I put them in, but I don't schedule it, so I'll follow up on that in a minute. And then for the vocalist for the weekend, we have Melissa, Kimberly, Shelly, and Lacey. So there'll be 4. You see it says 5 are needed. I'll leave that in there in case we need a 5th one. I don't have to add anybody to it. If you don't have 5 people, it doesn't matter. You add however many you need. But that way I don't have to add more to it. It's telling me I need 1 more, but it's not going to matter. Once I put them in there, I hit the send button. You don't have to mess with these. These are already defaulted to our settings. Hit next. This is going to give you an idea of what the email is going to look like. It's going to email all these people here that we put in there. And then we're going to hit the send button. Now you see like it cleared out. All those people just got a notification. If they haven't, they will be in a minute. It takes a minute or 2 before it goes through. And then for the band, the guitar for the bass is going to be Sean. The drums are going to be Alston. I believe the electric guitar is blocked out. Yeah, so if you see the red mark here, it shows they blocked out, so they're not available. So it won't have an electric guitar. And then the keys will be myself. So then we'll send these three out. And you see, because I'm logged in and I just sent it to myself, you see where it just came up here and asked me already for the notification. And in fact, my phone's over here going off too. So that's pretty quick. So if I hit accept here, you'll see where mine will turn green immediately. And you see it right there. It shows where I've accepted it. And then for the cameras, this will be for our live stream. I'm going to ask Bryson to do it. And you can see like when they last served. So I kind of try to keep a rotation with people as well. You'll see that here's one that's blocked out, so unavailable to serve. And then we'll send this. And then I'm going to pause the video for just a second so I can figure out who the ProPresenter one is, and then we'll come right back. Okay, so I have ProPresenter figured out now. So the ProPresenter person will be Shannon. So we'll add her. And now I'll send these out. And now those are done. So technically we have Sunday all put together for Planning Center. So now let's do Wednesday. If you notice, I just hit plans up here at the top. It takes me right back to them. And then we'll go to the Wednesday night. This will be April 15th. So this will be tomorrow. And for this one, I actually need an acoustic guitar player. So I'll show you how to do this. So you see they're not listed here. So I'm going to hit the drop down. I'm going to put in here needed positions. And it gives you all the different positions. So I'm going to go to the acoustic guitar right here, put one because I need one person, click done, and now you'll see that's in here. So we'll click on it, put Todd in, the drums will be Austin, and I'll be on keys for this one. We'll send these out. And once again, I'm going to hit accept up here for mine. The vocalist, we only need, oh, we need 4. So let me put 4. And they will be Melissa, Shelly, Kimberly, and Lacey. So it'll be the same ones we had for Sunday. And we'll send these. And then for sound, this will also be Larry, and ProPresenter will be Shannon. We'll send these. And then we'll go to the order, go to the matrix again. You're pretty much repeating the same thing. Now on Wednesday, you'll see there's not like a schedule order list. It's just because it's just a Wednesday night service, not taking anything less. It's just we don't need all the other detail stuff in there. So it's just going to be simply just adding the 2 songs or how many it is. Usually it's 2. And like I said, it's usually songs we're doing on Sunday. In this case, it's Break Every Chain, led by Kimberly. Same thing, Jesus Culture version in the key of A. And the next song is, oh, I thought it was Gratitude. It's Good, Good Father. This one's led by Shelly, also in the key of A. And so there you go. We have all of our songs in. Our people are set up to serve. So we have Wednesday done completely. So all of our stuff in Planning Center is now completed. We don't do anything else in here. We've put all the songs in. We have music ready. We have people assigned for who all's serving. So we're done with Planning Center. Now what I'm going to show you, and I'm remoting in, which is a little bit different. So I'm going to remote into the computer at church where someone who's watching this video, you may go there and more than likely you're going to actually go to the computer and do it there. So I'm going to show you how I remote in. You can ignore this. It's not something you have to do. These are all of our remote computers. So in this case, I'm going to go to the, I really don't want to update this, but I don't think it's going to let me update. It's not going to let me go without updating it. Well, now we're going to have to wait until I can update the software to remote in. So I'm going to pause the video till this gets done, and then once it finishes, well, looks like it's going to go pretty quick. That's once I pause it and wait. It usually goes pretty, there it goes. All right, there we go. So anyways, back to the screening. This is all the computers that are in the remote system. You don't have to know this because, like I said, anyone that's doing this is more than likely going to be actually at the computer. They won't have to do it this way. So in this case, our computer that runs Playback for multitracks is labeled as ECM's Worship MacBook Pro. So I'll go into it. Now, it will not do this if you're at the computer. For me, it detects that I'm remoted in, I'm screen recording. So the system automatically knows this. Playback is picking this up. If you're there, you're not going to see this alert. So I'm just going to say, okay. You won't see this, but it's telling me like I have a session in progress because I'm remoted into it. I'm moving this out of my way because if not, it'll click on it as we're going through. So this is what the screen will look like when you remote or whenever you access the computer that's controlling multitracks, the playback system itself. In this case, so what we're going to do, so we have our songs in Planning Center. Now we're going to import every single one of them right into multitracks. So we're going to click on the symbol here, and we're going to go to Import from Planning Center. We're going to choose the plan that we're using. And like I said, you always want to start with the weekend because if you do that, once the songs are loaded, you'll see how much quicker it goes for Wednesday night. So we'll start on the weekend. On the upcoming one, it'll be the 19th. It's going to ask me to import all of them, and you'll see all the songs listed here. It's then going to ask me about loading them. And then I'm going to get an alert about renting them. So it's going to tell me how many rentals I have remaining and how many previews. I want to click on rental for these. And then our preview ones, they're previewed for 30 days. So I don't have to do anything with them. They're going to stay in there already. But these four, I know that we're renting because I want the full track for them. It's going to then say you want to use 4 of the rentals. So we're going to say continue. It's going to ask me about confirming that now that I'm going to use 4. This is how many we have remaining at this time is 302. I want to tell it yes, we do want to do that. Rent the content. And so now they're all loaded. Now, if you look on this one, it says no one like the Lord. These are the 2 that we're previewing. There's nothing in here. If you look at this one, you see how all the track stuff are in here and this one didn't load. This song did not load properly. So I'm going to show you how to do this in case this happens. So I'm actually glad this occurred. What I'm going to do is click on edit. I'm going to hit the button here to delete this. I want to delete it from the set list. And this one did the exact same thing, which these are the songs we're just practicing. So I'm going to remove this one as well. And now, see, it gives me the option to hit add a song. I want to do add a song. I want to do no one like the Lord. You have to hit the enter button. There's the song. I want to do a preview of it. I don't want to rent it. It's already going to be in the key I want it to be in. So I'm going to do preview and see now it's all there. Same with this one. This song is going to be Rejoice. It's by Charity Gill. I'm going to do a preview on it, and I'm just going to leave it in the key that it's in as well, and then preview it. And now you see all the track is there. So this just kind of shows you what you have to do to get the songs in there if they're not pulling all the tracks in. Sometimes it does happen. So now I want to change like how the songs flow from one to the other. And that's what this symbol right here means. So the way that we do ours, we do all of them where they crossfade. So in other words, when one song is ending, the next song is already coming in. That way there's no gaps from song to song. It's just a good flow for service. So we'll crossfade them all the way to the last song. So we'll crossfade this one, and then we'll crossfade this one, and then this will be our last song. We obviously aren't going to crossfade into anything else or a preview track that we're practicing. So on this one, we want it to stay in the song. We don't want it to go to the next one. Whereas this one, it would cue the next song. So we want it to stay in the song, and we also want the pad to continue as well. So that way, at the end of the song, once someone comes up for like the intermission time, or somebody wants to talk, or whatever the case may be, we kind of want to let the pad play out to continue that flowing of what the worship is doing with the piano or an acoustic guitar, whatever the case may be. So we want to make sure we leave it that as such. Next thing we want to do is we want to set our lyrics. So what I will tell you, and this is just going to be set in stone. I don't suspect this is going to change. So just doing this as many times as I have, this will always remain the same. So how we set our lyrics so that way when the song plays, it automatically cues the lyrics, so we don't have to have someone running ProPresenter. We do, but we don't have to have someone there to change the lyrics. How we do that is you click on the edit button here. You're going to click on the three dots for the song. We're going to scroll down until it gets to the lyrics bus. We always make them 2 lines, so that way it's only 2 lines of lyrics on the screens. The playlist for Sunday is always number 1, and the playlist item for Sunday, it always starts on number 4. Before that is the announcements and like extra videos and all that we have in the system already. We're going to hit refresh the MIDI cues, and we'll hit update. You notice when I hit update, all these little hash marks come up here. That's every time that this system is going to send lyrics to the screen. We'll go to the next one. We'll scroll down to the lyrics. Same thing, 2 lines. Playlist item number 1. And this one, it'll be the very next one. It will be 4, it'll be number 5. We'll refresh the MIDI cues and hit update. Okay, so we're going to continue putting the ProPresenter marks in here. So we'll go to the next song and we'll scroll down. Same thing again. 2-line template, playlist item number 1. Or sorry, playlist number 1. This item will be number 6. Refresh, update. Same with the next one. 2 lines. Playlist number 1. And this one will be number 7. Update it. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and put these in as well, even though we're previewing them. That way, if we practice them, the lyrics are already set on this one too. So these will be 8 and 9. And even though they are previews, I can still have it do lyrics. So playlist 1, number 8. And this one will be number 9. We'll click on the done. And then what I like to do is go back to the beginning. There's a couple of immediate things I do. Typically, Sean or myself or somebody else may adjust like the actual tracks as far as like what the volumes are set at. But some of the immediate things I always do is I'll go back through the songs. I'll start with the first one. We always turn the guide up all the way, and then you slide over on the individual tracks. We always turn all the choir, the background vocals, anything else like that completely off, and you just click on them at the bottom. It will actually turn it all the way off. So we'll go through each one of these, just grab it and slide it up. This one doesn't have any backgrounds. Turn it up. This one has background vocals, a couple of different tenor parts. Gratitude, we'll turn it up, and there's no on here. Same with this one, even though it's a practice track, I still want to make sure that it doesn't have background vocals and all that in it. And there you go. So that's done. Now, what you always have to do if you see this this red orange dot up here, we're going to click on the button here. It's what it's saying is that it needs to be saved. So click on Save to Cloud. You don't have to put any name in here. Just hit Save. That way it saves all your work that you've put into here. There we go. And then now Sunday is done, so we'll do Wednesday. So just like this one, we'll click here on the symbol and we're going to hit Import from Planning Center. This time we're going to do the Wednesday night service. The upcoming service will be the 15th. We'll hit Import, and you're going to notice that when I hit load, these songs are already going to be in here because I've already downloaded them for the weekend. And there you go. See, there was no having to wait for it to actually load the track. So same thing again. We'll start with the crossfade. This symbol here means it goes back to the beginning. It cues it back to the very first song. We want to stay in the song and continue the pad just like the others. We'll set our lyrics. So go back down again. Lyrics bus a 2-line template. For Wednesday, it is item number 2 instead of number 1, or playlist number 2. And then the item is same thing again. It always starts with number 4. Refresh. Update. Next one. Same thing again. 2-line template. Number 2 on the playlist. And this will be number 5. They just go in sequential order. Refresh. Update. Hit done. Once again, we'll turn up the guide. Make sure there's no background vocals on. Same thing here. We'll turn the guide up. We'll turn off all the extra backgrounds and tenors. And then we're going to save our work again with the light on up here. Save to the cloud. If it doesn't go, you'll just click it again. Let's see, it's not taking me. There we go. All right, so now we're done putting songs into playback. So we'll just leave it here on Wednesday because this is the next service we're doing. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get out of this computer. So you're done with this one now at this point. And then, like I said, since I'm remoting in, I'm gonna go to the media room, which is ProPresenter. This is what our ProPresenter computer looks like, and I know it's small. Let's see if I can enlarge it, at least maybe that'll help. The 21 days of prayer is already up here. So we're going to start on Sunday. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything that was already in here. I'm going to delete it. So you just go to like the bottom of the list, hit the delete button actually on the computer. Or if you don't want to delete it from the keyboard, you can right click it and click delete there. Make sure you do not delete these, say, announcement loop or extras. This is where all the announcement videos, the rolling announcements, and everything comes from. It's very important these do not get deleted. And then same thing for Wednesday. We're going to delete these out. This will be the message and the songs. And then we'll go back to Sunday. Now to put the music, the lyrics to the songs in, you go up here to the search button. Most of these will already be in the system, so you'll want to make sure this is what the library function looks like. So you'll make sure that's highlighted there. We'll delete this off. And then I believe our first song is Praise. Let me check this. Yeah, our first song is Praise. So Praise. Usually I put in here multi-tracks. You can see there's another one. Usually it'll say, if you get this right here, this comes up, just hit retry. It may tell you that it's been expired. Just hit continue. Let's go back in and do it again. Should come up. There's all the lyrics. You're going to hit add to playlist. Whoa, I double clicked it. Let me delete one of them. We'll go to the next song. It's Break Every Chain. Add to playlist. Good Father. Add to the playlist. And Gratitude. You see I have it separated, the long version. This one we're doing the short one. Add that song to the playlist. I'm also going to do our 2 practice songs we're doing. So one is No One Like the Lord. And then this next one, I don't think it's loaded in here. No, so how you get it, if we don't already have it in the system, you'll click on the multitracks emblem here, which will actually take you to multitracks' ProPresenter lyric site. We're going to type in the song Rejoice. And it is by Charity Gale. And I don't see it right now. Right there. We're going to import it. Now, if you're importing one for the first time, it's going to ask you. So we want 2 lines per slide, which matches the 2-line template that we put in there. It's in the key of F. We want the lyrics and the chords. We want to go to the Sunday playlist. The name of it's going to be Rejoice / multitracks. And then we're going to click on import. And then it'll be there. You'll see the words are small. How you fix that? You just click on one of the songs before it, right click it, hit copy the text style, go to the first slide on Rejoice, hold down the shift key, go all the way down, click on the last one, it'll highlight all of them, and then you can just right click on it, hit paste the text style, and now it matches the other ones, which is like our set theme that we use. So the other thing that we want to do now that we have the songs in here, we want to make sure that they're set in the right key for the screen that's on the back wall. So up here at the top, there's a key here. This is how you select which key you want to be, whether it be a major, or there's a minor option down here, what you want it to be in. So this one's correct. It's in A. No One Like the Lord, which that's not in the right spot. So if you have what's in the wrong spot, just click on it and hold it and just drag it down to where it's supposed to go. And this actually will be Break Every Chain. good father, gratitude. Okay, so break every chain is an A, which is the right key. Good father is an A, which is the right key. Gratitude is in D, which is also the right key. No one like the Lord is an E, which is correct. And rejoice is in F, which is also the right key. So all of these are correct. So instead of having to go back and do the whole process again for Wednesday, what you can do is for Wednesday, we have break every chain and good father. So if you click on break every chain and right click on it, we can go to add to and tell it to add it to Wednesday as well. And if we go over here, it's in the list here now. So now we don't do it twice. And then the other one is good father. We'll do the same thing here. Right click on it, add to, tell it to add it to Wednesday. And now it's in there. It's already ready to go. So that's all we had to do with ProPresenter. So now all the songs are set. We've put everything into Planning Center. We've put all the teams in there. We've sent out invites for everyone that needs to serve. We put all the songs in there. We've gone into Multitracks' program called Playback, which is on its own separate computer. And we imported all the songs. We set them all. And now we've gone into the ProPresenter computer and set all the lyrics. So that is the entire process on setting the music. So one thing I want to show before I hang this up and get off of here is I want to show how you connect the tablets for Chart Builder and for the Playback Remote app, which is how you can remotely control the this program here. And so how that is done is you have to make sure it's turned on. So the three buttons up here is like the settings and menu. Those are called Playback Sync and Playback Remote. So Playback Sync is how Chart Builder connects with all the chords and the words and everything that the keyboard has, the electric guitar, the acoustic guitar, and sometimes the bass player will use. So what we want to do is we want to make sure it's turned on and that it's green. And the same thing for Playback Remote. It's going to ask to allow remote connections. And this is just how you would reset it. You turn it off, turn it back on, just like you would do for like your Wi-Fi on something. Turn it back on. And then when you go to that tablet, it's going to say my name because I'm the one that's logged into it. So it's going to say it's discoverable as Brian Vincent's Mac 15.3. That's what it will show. And then you would just click on it. If you were on the remote side, it will show up here, which is actually what it will look like on the tablet. So, but because this is the host computer, we want to allow it to have remote connections. So you turn that on. Now you can see both of these are turned on. So now the tablets can be connected to the device. So as this track plays, Chart Builder is working with it in the same time, and the remote program that typically the bass guitar myself uses, and now we can connect to the system as well. So that's the run through on the whole system. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out, and thanks for watching.